Trust them, trust me.
It's lush, it's warm, it's, in Florencia's case particularly, there's a humidity about the piece. It's so evocative of the place. It's so evocative of the river, of the rainforest. That's what I always felt, and just the beauty of the line, the beauty of his writing. I always think of the harp, the sweep of the harp in the initial entrance of the piece. The legato, the length of the lines, just the glorious music that, you know, he could be criticized for at times by the press, but it's just spectacularly beautiful music, and that's, you know, that's what always comes to mind. It's always a treat to hear, and just sort of brings back that excitement of that initial, you know, that initial production that we did, because it was very exciting, and I think we all sort of felt the specialness of that. Oh, full of life, full of joy, always ready, full of energy, always ready to just sort of jump in and try to squeeze every last bit of life and juice that we could get out of a scene. We would, the whole process of, I hate to keep sort of hearkening back to that initial production, but for me that process was so special because we had the opportunity to try out different things, and he was always willing to try out those things, and said, yeah, let's do it again, let's try this. What do you think about this? What have you thought? You know, have you thought about this angle for the character, or how he feels about Paula, his wife? You know, what about some backstory? What do you know? And he was always coming up with ideas, and he was always open to different ideas that maybe one of the characters would come up with, or the director would come up with, or the conductor, anybody on the production team would come up with. It was a wonderful collaborative spirit that we had, and he was open to it, and he was always offering us input, and he was always there, he was always energized, he was always ready to see what else we can get out of it. Daniel was such a loving person. He's such a human person. He was not afraid of being close. He was not afraid of warmth. He was not afraid of intimacy. We were not just his singers or the people who were hired to bring his music to life. He always strove for, I think, a deeper connection, because he was so deeply connected to his music. He wanted to be interconnected with everything that was part of his music, and which thankfully included us, and which included the singers, which included the director, the conductor, the orchestra.
Trust them, trust